Bilal says, it is sunnah to raise hands when one is getting up for the third rak'ah, right? Is this right? But when one should raise his hands if he joins the imam in the second rak'ah, do I raise my hands when I complete my 2 rak'ahs or when the imam gets up from his third rak'ah? Bilal's question is about raising the hands. And we know that the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, according to the hadith of Ibn Umar, may Allah be pleased with him, the brother-in-law of the Prophet ﷺ, the son of Umar ibn al-Khattab, and the brother of Hafsa, the mother of the believers, and the close companion of the Prophet ﷺ, he described the prayer of the Prophet ﷺ and when to raise the hands. And he told us in an authentic hadith, it's in Bukhari and elsewhere, which gives it the highest grade of authenticity. He told us that the Prophet ﷺ used to raise his hands in 4 positions. 2 of them happens only once in the prayer. And 2, the remaining 3rd and 4th place, happens in every single rak'ah. So the place of the takbir or raising the hands that happens only once in the inauguration takbir, the very first takbir you say, which allows you to enter into the salat, known as takbiratul ihram. The takbir itself is a pillar. To say Allahu Akbar is a pillar. Raising the hand here is a sunnah. So even if I wanted to pray Maghrib and I said Allahu Akbar, my prayer is valid. If I did this without saying anything, there is no prayer at all. I have to say Allahu Akbar. So the first position, 1, in the beginning of the salat. Second position is when I go to ruku', I say Allahu Akbar. Every single rak'ah, when I go to ruku', to bow, I raise my hands. The third position, which happens every rak'ah, is when I raise my head from the ruku' and say Sami Allahu liman hamida, Rabbana wa lakal hamd, I raise my hands once. The fourth position, which happens once as well, is when I finish the first tashahhud. So I finished 2 units, 2 rak'ahs, and I'm in the first tashahhud. If I want to stand up to the third rak'ah, whether I'm praying Maghrib, Dhuhr, Asr or Isha, because they have more than 2 rak'ahs. In Fajr, of course, I don't do this because I conclude my prayer with salam. If I want to stand up for the third rak'ah, the sunnah is, as I'm standing, I say Allahu Akbar. I hope this is understood and it's clear. It's not that difficult. Now, what is Bilal's question? Bilal's question is, if I, as a follower, missed 1 rak'ah with the imam. So I joined my imam in his second rak'ah while it is my first. I prayed it with the imam, sat for tashahhud, and the imam stood up for his third rak'ah, which is my second rak'ah. So now I'm in a dilemma. Should I, after concluding my tashahhud with the imam, when he stood for his third rak'ah, should I, although I'm standing for my second rak'ah, raise my hands in takbir or not? The answer is yes, you should raise your hand in takbir. Because this is the position for raising the hand, which is once you conclude your first tashahhud and stand for the third. He says, yes, Sheikh, but this is not my third. This is the imam's third. This is my second. We say, yes, you raise your hands because your imam's sunnah is to raise his hand. This is a position for him to raise his hands, and hence you should have raised your hand as well. As when it is your third rak'ah, which is the imam's fourth, no, you do not raise your hand, definitely, because you did not precede it with a tashahhud. So I hope this answers your question and clarifies your doubt.